there, I'm Benji, and welcome to Ditchin Debt. In this video, we're going to be talking about the simplest ways to get out of debt, especially when you're on a low income. It's going to be super easy steps, super straightforward. I'm going to go into them a little bit more detail. Before we get into it, if you like this video, make sure you like the button below. And if you like this content, make sure you subscribe. So I refer to these steps as the Ditchin Dynamic. So it's pretty much baby steps to get out of debt. And we'll go over the first one. So the first thing you need to do is review your spending and then budget. So you can go to my previous videos. We go over budgeting and reviewing your spending. So you just want to do that. And then the first month, monitor what you're paying and don't kind of think about it. And then at the end of the month, what we're going to do is we're going to review and see what we spent the most money on that wasn't within the budget and kind of edit out those items. Number 2 on the list is to save a mini emergency fund. When I say mini emergency fund, normally people say give a concrete number like $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever. What my rule is to do half of what my budget was. If my budget was $3,000, then my mini emergency fund is going to be $1,500. So that depends on the person, and that kind of gives you a good wiggle room to save what you need. Because not everyone can live or have an emergency that's going to be $1,000. Step number 3 is the fun part. It's going to be time to ditch that debt. So there's 2 different types of debt payment methods that people use. There's a snowball, and then there's the avalanche. And I can go over that in another video, but pretty much short and simple. Snowball, lower payment to higher payment. Avalanche, higher payment to lower payment. So after you get rid of all your debt, all your consumer debt, besides your house, you want to now fund your full emergency fund. So, if it was that $1,500 example, now you're going to bump it up to $3,000. The reason why we have that full $3,000 emergency fund is because the next step is to pay off your mortgage. You're going to want to use the money that you were paying in snowballing or avalanching, whichever were the 2 that you were doing. You want to use that end payment to start putting towards your mortgage. So if you were contributing $1,200 towards your last debt on the final leg of your consumer debt freedom, then you want to put that $1,200 in addition to whatever your mortgage is to try to get that down quicker. Now, congratulations, you're both consumer debt free and home debt free. Your final step in this Ditchin Dynamic is to double your full emergency fund. So, if your emergency fund is $3,000, like our example was, your emergency fund is now $6,000. And now you can do that with ease because you don't have a mortgage and you don't have debt. So the $1,200 you're paying for your debt and let's say your mortgage was $1,500, that's like $2,700. And just like that, you have double your emergency fund, which is crazy. And the last and final step to this Ditchin Dynamic is to enjoy your wealth because you are debt free, which is what we all want to do. And that's why we're here. So that is the path that I'm going to be taking. If you want to follow along with me, you can definitely do that. I can write down these steps, post them on my Instagram and Twitter to show exactly what I'll be doing and write them down a little bit more for you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure you click the like button below and subscribe for more content like this. Let's ditch some debt.